Planet Dolan. From Jellyfish asked why we haven't been back to the moon. We answer some of your most burning questions about life. I'm Danger Dolan and I'm here to blow your mind.
Just start!
With truth. Hey, how about go away? Shell Doggo asks, could robots ever completely replace humans?
They already walk among us. Look, there's one now!
What? That's just Ladybot, dude.
You don't fool me, AI. Unplug yourself from the Matrix and stop wasting our valuable electricity!
Wow, Hellbent, I really admire your big, meaty field arms.
Oh, alright then.
Oh yeah, Hellbent, you are so swole. Beep boop.
You guys.
It is thought that robots will begin to replace humans in many jobs in the not too distant future. Estimates say that 30% of human jobs will be replaced in the next 10 years alone. These are mainly due to automation, allowing computers to perform repetitive tasks with fewer errors. There is still some debate over whether or not this will lead to the society depicted in Star Trek, or a future that resembles the Terminator. Gabrielle Price asks, why haven't we gone back to the moon?
She needs her distance. Stop choking her, humans! You all fly up to her in your little spaceships and stick your flags all over the place. You filthy slobs!
I noticed you have a deep emotional connection to a literal rock. Do you want to talk about it?
How about we talk about your problems, like that disgusting face?
What, you don't think I'm pretty? Look, I didn't give you that swell compliment for free, buddy. The main reason why NASA haven't gone back to the moon is the expense. In today's dollars, it would cost $711 million to build a Saturn V rocket, which launched the Apollo missions to the moon. The US government is unlikely to invest as much money now since there is no longer a space race with Russia, and public interest isn't as high anymore.
You see what I mean? Humans are so cheap! Luna deserves better!
Eminem Show asks, how will Polaris, or the North Star, explode?
Hey, that's part of the old nursery rhyme. The extended edition is better, though. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, I hope you go supernova and wipe out this miserable, pathetic galaxy and kill these weak humans and scheming robots, and all those robots would feel every single one of their particles disintegrate in the pure abyss of death! The end.
The North Star, also known as Polaris, is not expected to explode, since it doesn't have the required mass to go supernova. The process by which a star implodes, collapsing under its own gravity and forming a black hole, the required mass of that is 8 solar masses. Polaris is only 4.5. Billions of years in the future, it could become a white dwarf, but it is still unlikely to go supernova.
Why won't you sleep? Shut your eyes or I'll shut them for you!
Felt Object asks, is it possible there are still extinct species hiding, still roaming the Earth?
Of course there are. Have you not heard of my good pal Sasquatch? I bet you have. You damn humans won't leave him alone with your poor quality cameras. The guy just wants to walk out of focus in peace!
A good kill. This beast's pelt will make a fine fanny pack. Yeah!
I'm gonna turn you into a fanny pack, you long-eared fruitcake!
Who are you?
Wow, you're really putting those big blood-filled arms to good use there, Hellbent.
Shut up!
It is very possible that there are still extinct species somewhere in the world. About a third of species once believed to be extinct was sighted again, sometimes over 100 years later. It's especially likely if the extinction was due to habitat loss, since the species could be hiding in remote areas. If an animal hasn't been searched for more than twice, this also increases its chance of being found. So don't expect a Tasmanian tiger to show up again anytime soon. Hey, guys, how about we don't fight, and instead we remember Sasquatch for all the good he did the world? Huh. Fair enough. Jazoo14 asks, do jellyfish have eyes?
Do they have eyes? They don't even have brains. They're just like Gooby.
Whoa, hold up there, Hellbent. I noticed you said something stupid. Do you have any idea how everything you say is bad?
What? She's practically a mute. There's not much going on inside that noggin.
Yeah, mate. Because you have a ton going on upstairs, it's hard for us to keep up with you. So when's your next date with the space rock?
Shut your mouth, doughboy, and leave Luna out of this!
Yes, jellyfish do have eyes. In fact, the box jellyfish has 24 eyes in total, arranged in sets of 4. Each eye reacts to light in a different way, allowing the jellyfish to even see ultraviolet light. Despite not having a brain, their eyes allow them to detect light levels so they can navigate effectively, since they have no front or back. Aloha Mushi asks, can a spider get stuck in another spider's web?
Yeah, and then it won't leave. It just sits around all day eating my food. It won't take a damn hint. Get a job and get out of my life, you parasite!
But I don't even consume nutrients.
Consume this!
It is possible for a spider to get stuck in another spider's web if it somehow stumbled across another web. However, it is unlikely since spiders have hair on their legs to prevent them from getting stuck. They could still get caught on the adhesive on certain parts of the web since they wouldn't know where it was placed.
Ah, finally. No more fax machines swiping my wings.
Toasty204 asks, why do some fires burn in water?
Because some fires are channeled directly from the pits of hell! They're so powerful, not even water can put them out. Behold!
Wow, Hellbent. I'll sure be wary of the fires of hell. Thanks. Some fires burn in water because they stay at such a high temperature that they release oxygen from the water, keeping the fire fueled. Magnesium torches are used underwater and burn at 1000 degrees Celsius, preventing the water from cooling it down. Fires can burn on top of water. There is another substance floating on the surface, such as oil. Lord Jesus, What would happen if every human disappeared?
That would be fantastic! Nobody left to touch my stuff, no selfish people telling me to stop stealing all the money from the cash register, and most importantly, no doopies or gurgags. But I guess some dreams can't come true, as much as I want them.
Many things would go down. All lights would turn off, home pets would die, streets and cities would be covered in vegetation, structures and bridges would fall apart. It wouldn't take more than a few 100,000 years for all traces of humanity to disappear entirely. A lovely thought. Nane Boy asks, how did the Egyptians pick their first pharaoh?
They consulted their stupid squiggles on their walls and picked somebody who wasn't me! No wonder they're all dead and wrapped in toilet paper now. Ha! Serves those idiots right!
Well, you have to admit, man, they did build the pyramids.
Well, la-di-da, they built some triangles. I did that in preschool.
Preschool, huh? When was that? Last week?
No! Just shut your ugly face!
The first pharaoh wasn't picked, but was an existing king, since Egypt had monarchs before they were known as pharaohs. These kings were usually sons of the previous ruler. The word pharaoh wasn't used until the New Kingdom, and originally referred to the residence of the king. It meant great house. And the first pharaoh united Upper and Lower Egypt. Queen Shell asks, why do we experience ASMR when someone whispers or talks softly?
Ladies, get comfortable. You're now in the Hellbent zone. ASMR Supreme. Ahem. I'm gonna take my hatchet and brush it against your luscious hair. The blade trails down your face. And then I hack away at your moist, unprotected flesh. I carve and carve until you stop being so hideous! That'll be $5.99. You can donate to my ASMR Patreon, www.patreon.com/hellbent.
For some people, whispering can be a trigger for ASMR, the autonomous sensory meridian response, as it induces a meditative state associated with the phenomenon. The intimacy of the trigger, such as whispering, is thought to induce this pleasure response. Not all people experience ASMR, and there is little scientific research into what causes the tingling and relaxed mood. Oh my god! This is horrible! Stop plugging your Patreon so much, Hellbent. I'm starting to think you're not such a valued member of the PD squad.
What was that?
Anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Have a good one!
Have you not heard of my good pal Sasquatch? I bet you have. You damn humans just won't.